Hey there, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good out there today. Today I have another patron shout out request for Robert Pretorius. Robert is a fantastic patron of mine. He always requests amazing stuff. I say it every month. He's the one that, pushes my saying of I'll listen to anything you love, no matter how obscure, how crazy. And he's introduced me to some pretty amazing stuff. And I'm assuming today is going to be about the same. He has me listen to the Soto Quartet with a. I'm going to destroy that every single word that's about to come out of my mouth is probably going to be wrong, or most of them, anyways. He's doing a. He's having me listen to something that is. The composer's name was Ginastera, and what I'm going to be listening to is Allegro, violente, and agitato. Again, I guarantee you none of those words were pronounced correctly. I apologize for that. I have a hard time speaking English, so when you bring in other languages, it's really a problem for me. But I'm excited for this because I love a great string quartet. Robert has never once steered me astray. I've really enjoyed all the cool stuff he's had me listen to. So, Robert, you're badass. Thank you so much for everything you do for me. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited for this. So let me go ahead and switch on over. I'm not going to repeat the name of the piece. It's the Soto Quartet. Patron shout out request from Robert Pretorius. So here we go. Okay, hold on. That's actually, I'm glad they put that up there. I was about to ask if one of these was a viola instead of a violin. So yes, we have Gabriela and Jesus on violin, Pedro on viola, and Lindsay Lind and Annie's. Sorry, I apologize for destroying her name. I really do. On cello. So that I was literally getting ready to ask if this was a viola because it looked a little bigger than the violins. Okay, it's cool. I'm loving the main rhythm of it is very percussive, with the cello, the viola, and one of the violins. They're being very percussive and staccato, and it's key. It's making the song move, and then you've got Gabrielle over here just doing cool stuff. One thing I did notice, and in all the orchestras and stuff I've been in, it's always been in my high school and in my college. Orchestras were basically all wind instruments and percussion. We didn't have any strings. Nobody was playing violins or cellos or anything. And so I don't know a whole lot about it. But I was looking at this. This is kind of cool. It's just like a brace, not a brace, but it's like it hooks around the chair so that the cello doesn't get away from her. I've never seen anybody use that before. That's kind of lets you have a little bit more control over it. You don't have to worry about it slipping out from under you. And then there's these two pedals here. I'm very curious about the pedals. I don't know what they're going to be for, or if they may not even be used in this piece. But I'm very curious about these pedals. But the musicianship here is off the freaking charts. They are so good. She's using the pedals. I don't know what they're for though. Oh, whoa! I just noticed what he was doing. He's not hitting it with the. He's not hitting the strings with with his bow. He's hitting the strings with his fingers. He's strumming. I thought it took me a minute to realize what he was doing. Right here, those hits are actual strums. They're not. They're not. They're not. I thought he was just like bouncing his bow off of the strings, but he's not. He's actually strumming with his fingers. Gives it a very flat sound, a very flat, instant sound. There's actually a lot of dissonance in this piece. It's just slightly off, and it's given it a very like a really like almost sinister feel to it. The This word right here, violente, is I'm assuming is close to violence or something like that, which would make sense with the sounds I'm getting out of the instruments here. It's very interesting, really cool. The There's so much communication going on too. If you, they're not. I mean, they're reading their music, but if you watch their eyes, they're like right now he's watching her. I think this is right. It's an unfortunate spot to pause that for him. Here coming up, you'll see him, make eye contact with her, and there's a lot of communication going on. They're not in their music, in the sheet music. They are talking to each other without obviously talking, and it's really impressive to see how they're, especially because some of these parts are, the viola and her will do something, and then suddenly it'll be the cello and him doing the same thing, but they're handing back and forth to each other. It's really impressive to watch. Right there, did you see him look over at her? And right here, he's about to look over here. Yep. There's some more strumming. That's so cool. Oh, she's using an iPad. That's kind of cool. That was a great build. Again, that dissonance is really interesting. And I was just thinking about it's really, really hard to play in a group when you're playing minors and dissonance because it's much easier when you're playing these perfect chords because you use your ear better to understand where you belong in the chord. When the chord has a dissonant section to it, it's a lot harder to keep yourself from because your natural inclination when playing in a situation like this. I mean, I've never played at this level, but it's natural to want to be in tune with everybody else and have that nice pleasant sound. There's a reason why big major chords feel good when you hear them because it's just so natural to be in that. To keep yourself slightly off on purpose, like you have to do with this type of thing, it's not easy. It would be so easy to slip into tune, and but it would change how the whole thing sounds. It wouldn't sound as again menacing. This sounds very dark. I love how animated they are too. They're not just stiff. They're in the music. That was really impressive. That was really, really impressive. Alberto, that's the original composer. They were good. I'm letting this play because those guys deserve all the credit in the world. That was impressive. That was a patron shout out request for Robert Pretorius of the Soto Quartet with that piece you saw. I'm not going to destroy the name again. Very, 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 very cool. That was impressive. These guys, the level of these musicians, because I like to pretend that I was a musician. I was a classical musician playing all kinds of classical pieces. But the level of dedication and just absolute work it takes to get to this level it blows my mind. I enjoyed my time playing music, and I like to think, like I said, I like to think I'm a musician, but I wasn't that good. But that would have been a dream to be able to perform in something like this with this high a caliber of musicians. It's crazy good. Very cool. Robert, again, thank you for expanding what I listen to. I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. I'm so thankful that you, as much as I love getting the cool requests from that of music that I love, and it's music that I've always been around and I'm a big fan of, being pulled out away from that straight center road of my main music is cool. I really love it. So thank you so much for your support. Thanks for what you do, and I appreciate it. If you guys like this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you next time.